I want to tell a lot of people online, and I wish I'd met them, but I would love to tell them, cut it out. It's just one game. That is the primary thrust of today's preview of Sunday's Rams-Falcons game. Hi, I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with your weekly Rams preview. And yes, I am stuck in a stank hotel in the Inland Empire. Whatever. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk Rams football. We talk all LA teams here. Now, speaking of talking all LA teams, I want to take a moment and step back from that Bills loss in the context of LA as a whole. We are so much accustomed to success. The Lakers, they've got all those rings. Same for the Kings, the Dodgers, etc. So the players, they get the bling, the stadiums get the banner, we bask in the glory, and that comes with a cost, basking in the glory. Our teams look like garbage on opening night. They almost always do. The Lakers, they would get a championship ring. This happened in the 80s with Showtime. This would happen in the Kobe Shaq era. And of course, this happened with the LeBron team that won. They would get their rings. They'd feel amazing. They'd go out, stink up the joint to a lottery team. The LA Kings franchise had their players skate the banner on opening night in front of the opposing team and raise it up to the rafters themselves in this pomp and circumstance. Is there any wonder the Kings would lose that night to both Chicago and a couple of years later to San Jose? Too much pomp, too much circumstance, and then the Rams, they go out, they face a legit Super Bowl contender, and boom, they get clobbered. Okay. So the Rams were similarly unfocused, not even against a bad team. But the reactions from that game were completely over the top. Absolutely over the top. You would go online, oh my God, we should all be praying for Jalen Ramsey. His career is over. He's done. Oh, holy smokes, let's amputate Matthew Stafford's arm. He can't throw. Ooh, what do we do next? We're screwed. Out of all the complaining, I just want to tell them to cut it out. It's one game. It's very difficult to stay focused over the course of a 17-game NFL schedule. There is, however, one complaint that I think we all should be paying attention to because it does have to do with today's game. Rams coach Sean McVay demands urgency from running back Cam Akers, and I think it's a great idea because when a team has lost focus, establishing the run is a good foundation to get everything back in line. Now, there will be a little bit of difficulty in the sense that Rams center Brian Allen is out, but I do believe LA is absolutely going to get focused going back to the basics. And there's a reason for that. The reason is the Atlanta Falcons they're a mess compared to the Buffalo Bills. They choked away a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter in the week one. They are not dominant on D-line. And we'll get to that in a little bit more. I mean, look, this is not the team of Matt Ryan, of Julio Jones, of Dan Quinn. They're all gone. So who do the Falcons have left? Their quarterback is a former Raiders backup, Marcus Mariota, who only completed 20 of 33 passes last week for 250 yards with no touchdowns. No, he's not the guy. He's not going to light up the sky against Jalen Ramsey. That's not happening. Their leading rusher is a converted kick returner and converted wide receiver, Corradale Patterson. Now, granted, he rushed for 120 yards. We'll get to where that's key in a moment. The Falcons, however, when the Rams have the ball, the Falcons do not have domination on their defensive line. They blitz a lot. They're the 7th highest rating blitzing team in the league from week one. They blitz 44% of the time. That would confuse a Jameis Winston. It's doubtful it's going to confuse a Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford can read blitzes. The problem Matthew Stafford had in week one was that the Buffalo Bills were able to get to him without blitzing. So there weren't any holes in the defense for him to exploit. In this case, Stafford should read the blitz. It's likely that Allen Robinson will have a field day. Definitely for Tyler Higbee. If you blitz on the end, that's an opening for the tight end to exploit. See, the Bills D succeeded, again, because without blitzing. Blitzing, however, opens holes for the offense to exploit. As for the Falcons, when they're on offense, there is an admitted problem. Atlanta's passing, I mentioned earlier, is extremely suspect with Mariota. But what Mariota does is run. When he was brought in to sub in for Derek Carr with the Raiders, they ran the read option. It was a running play where either Mariota would keep the ball or he'd hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs. Atlanta is doing the same thing. So is Mariota going to run, or is Cordell Patterson going to run? That is a problem because the Bills did the same thing in week 1. That is the one true advantage that Atlanta has in this game. Having said that, they're going to try and run at Aaron Donald. Good luck with that. Sincerely. The Bills had options in the past game. Atlanta, their best option might be rookie Drake London. You say, for example, put your best cornerback on Drake London, and you're going to ask Marcus Mariota to pass against the Rams defense? Highly doubt it. I think the Rams are going to put a lot of people in the box. They're going to challenge the Falcons against the run. And as a result, for Sunday, it wouldn't surprise me if LA wins in double digits. It wouldn't. And much like all of those other opening night disasters that we would read about, whether it be with the Lakers, whether it be with the Kings or the Dodgers, etc., we are going to forget about week 1. All of that stench will waft out of the open ends of SoFi Stadium. And we'll feel better about ourselves. Now, if they lose, which I doubt, you have my permission to panic. But no, I think this is the week where the Rams get back to business, without question. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We do talk LA sports here. I'm James. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelinos is a Kian Corte El Queso production. Take care.